Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a question that's on so many of our minds. Who can actually afford a $500,000 house in 2026? And let me tell you, the math, for many, is brutal. But don't click away just yet, because while it's tough, it's not impossible, and understanding the brutal truth is the first step to making your home ownership dreams a reality. For years, owning a home has been the cornerstone of the American dream, a place to build memories, raise a family, and create wealth. But lately, that dream feels like it's slipping further and further away for so many of us. You see headlines about mortgage rates dropping, and you think, great, my chance is coming. But then you look at home prices, and it feels like you're running on a treadmill that's speeding up. It's a frustrating cycle, isn't it? One moment there's a glimmer of hope, and the next it feels like the goalpost has moved even further. Let's break down the numbers for a $500,000 house in 2026. We're seeing mortgage rates projected to hover around 6.1% to 6.3%. Now, to put that in perspective, just a few years ago, we were seeing rates in the 3s and even high 2s. So while 6.1% is better than the recent peaks, it's still a significant cost that dramatically impacts your purchasing power. And home prices? They're still expected to see a modest 2 to 3% growth nationally. While this isn't the double-digit appreciation we saw during the pandemic, it still means prices are moving upwards, not downwards, adding to the challenge. So, let's crunch these numbers. For a $500,000 home, a traditional 20% down payment means $100,000 up front. This is often the first major hurdle for many aspiring homeowners. Saving $100,000 is no small feat, especially with rising costs of living. That leaves you with a $400,000 loan. At a 6.2% interest rate, your monthly principal and interest payment alone is going to be around $2,450. This is just the loan repayment, mind you. But wait, there's more. You've got property taxes, which can vary wildly depending on your location, homeowner's insurance, which is essential to protect your investment, and potentially HOA fees if you're looking at a condo or a planned community. These can easily add another $500 to $700 a month to your housing expenses. So we're looking at a total monthly housing payment in the ballpark of $3,000 to $3,200. Now for the really brutal part, income. Financial experts often recommend that your housing costs shouldn't exceed 30% of your gross income. This 30% rule is a guideline designed to ensure you have enough money left over for other essential expenses like food, transportation, healthcare, and savings. If we stick to that rule, to comfortably afford a $3,200 monthly payment, you'd need an annual household income of roughly $128,000. That's a significant income, putting it well above the national median. But let's be real. In today's market, many are stretching that to 35% or even 40% of their income just to get into a home. This pushes the needed income closer to $140,000 to $150,000 annually. And when you're dedicating such a large portion of your income to housing, it leaves very little wiggle room for emergencies, investments, or even enjoying life. So who is making that kind of money? It's often dual-income households where both partners are contributing significantly. Individuals in high-earning professions like tech, medicine, or specialized finance roles, or those who have built significant equity from a previous home sale and are using that as a substantial down payment. And for many, especially those just starting out, those numbers can feel incredibly discouraging. It can feel like the system is rigged against you, like you're constantly playing catch-up no matter how hard you work or how much you save. It's a feeling of being left behind, and it's completely understandable. I get it. That feeling of being priced out, of watching your dream home slip away. It's tough. It's emotional. It can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even a sense of hopelessness. But here's where the motivation comes in. This isn't about giving up. It's about understanding the new rules of the game and playing smarter. The math is brutal, yes, but it's not a brick wall. It's a challenge that requires a new level of intentionality, strategic planning, and perhaps a shift in perspective. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and taking proactive steps. So what can you do? This is where we get practical. First, reevaluate your expectations. Maybe your first home isn't the sprawling dream house you've always envisioned, but a more modest starter home, a condo, or even exploring different neighborhoods or cities with lower costs of living in more affordable housing markets. Sometimes getting your foot in the door, even if it's not your forever home, is the most important first step. Second, supercharge your savings for that down payment. Every extra dollar makes a difference. Look for ways to increase your income, whether it's through a promotion, a side hustle, or even optimizing your current spending to free up more cash for savings. Consider automating your savings so a portion of your paycheck goes directly into a dedicated down payment fund. Third, improve your credit score. A better credit score signals to lenders that you're a responsible borrower, which can translate into better interest rates, saving you thousands over the life of the loan. Even a 0.5% difference can have a massive impact on your monthly payment and total interest paid. Fourth, explore different loan options. Don't assume a conventional 20% down payment loan is your only choice. FHA loans, for example, often have lower down payment requirements, sometimes as low as 3.5%. VA loans offer incredible benefits for veterans, often with no down payment required. USDA loans can help those in rural areas. Research these options thoroughly, as one might be a perfect fit for your situation. And fifth, consider a financial advisor. They can help you create a personalized roadmap to homeownership, looking at your unique financial situation, identifying areas for improvement, and finding creative solutions that you might not have considered. They can help you set realistic goals and stay accountable. The dream of homeownership is still alive in 2026. It demands more from us, more planning, more sacrifice, and a deeper understanding of the financial landscape. It's not about wishing for the market to change. It's about adapting to the market as it is. But for those willing to do the work, to face the brutal math head on, to be intentional and strategic, that dream is absolutely within reach. It's about shifting your mindset from "I can't afford it" to "How can I make this happen?" It's about resilience and resourcefulness. Don't let the numbers discourage you. Let them empower you to make smarter, more intentional financial decisions. This journey might be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more financial insights, and let me know in the comments, what are your strategies for tackling the housing market? What challenges have you faced, and what successes have you had? Your experiences can help others in this community. Until next time, keep building your financial future, one smart decision at a time.